servant, the handmaid of the Lord. Hello, my name is Sister Connie Bach. I'm a poor handmaid of Jesus Christ. I was a teacher for 10 years, elementary education, and then I became a principal and was a principal for 10 years as well. After my 10 years of being a principal, then I went back to school and studied music therapy, and I've been doing that for 5 years now. The past 2 years have been in private practice with a company called Bach Works, and I work with special needs clients, and I see myself living out the charism of Catherine Casper in education. Catherine Casper herself was very involved with children, and I spent much of her time with them, where they are, for who they are, with their weaknesses and their strengths, and then try to challenge them to live up to their potential. Music is the most essential way that I pray. I'm a composer, and I love writing songs. I love being engaged in music, and it's my way of connecting with God. A lot of the songs that I write are for community events. Somebody will come up with an idea that they need a song for, and somehow the Spirit blesses me with an ability to put that into song form. And most of my prayer time is spent either listening to or composing or singing songs. A very important part of what I do is standing for the poor and powerless. It's really key in living out the core values of the Poor Handmaids, because Catherine was one who spoke up for others, and she spoke up for what she believed in. And so I feel that when I am standing up for someone else, I'm following in her shoes. My experience of community and joy has been in the richness of getting to know each of my sisters personally, experiencing life with them, whether it's living together in community in a particular house or in celebrating life together as poor handmaids. I find the greatest joy when I am helping to lead a worship gathering, whether it's a liturgy or a prayer service, and people automatically, enthusiastically get up and start dancing, or when an entire room starts singing a song that you wrote that somehow communicates love or appreciation for God. That's when I find my greatest joy. One of the richest experiences for me in community was one of my saddest moments, actually, when my father died. I was extremely close to my father, and lost him in a sort of tragic way, and my family and I were extremely moved by having 90 women come through a funeral home, to express their condolences and their love and their support. And to me, that speaks of the family that we've become. I'm a very active, energetic person, and I like to get involved in as many activities as I can. But I've just become a hospice volunteer in Chicago, and this is just a way of me getting to enter into people's lives. And I think that that's what Catherine Casper did best, that she just accepted people who they were as they were, and just loved them in the moment. My favorite part of growing up at St. Mary's was going to church and singing, because music is such an important part of my life. So when I went back to church at St. Mary's and saw this choir with these two women leading with their guitars, I was ecstatic, and I just sang my heart out. And afterwards they approached me and asked me if I would be willing to join the choir, and I said yes. The funny story is that my parents were not very happy about that, and I got grounded. But eventually, Sister Claudia taught me how to play guitar, and that's where my love for the guitar came from when I was in high school. And then I would work with the sisters in the school, in their classrooms after school, grading papers or putting up bulletin boards. And it was then that I decided that I wanted to be a teacher and a principal. And I spent a good deal of time with the sisters in the convent. I'd go for dinner, and we'd share prayer, and we'd celebrate holidays, and just always had a lot of fun together. We laughed a lot together. We shared sad times together as well, and I just knew that my life would be very different as a poor handmaid, following in the footsteps of these women, as they followed in Catherine's footsteps as well, because Catherine also was a woman of prayer and joy. And I think for myself, being a woman religious in 2011 is a very unique experience. That daily choice of living the vows as vowed religious today is a true gift, and it enlivens me, and it gives me joy, and it makes me want to move out of myself in service of others. And to me, there's no better way to live the gospel and to follow Christ in bringing the good news to others.